What's up, guys? Nintenjoel here once again. I should say finally here once again. I took quite a break there. Wasn't really planning on it. It just kind of happened. And, you know, I don't really talk about personal stuff a whole lot on this channel, but all I can say is depression is a bitch, and it really can be crippling sometimes. And the new setup at the house just hasn't been lending itself well to videos. For instance, my table is really hard to get out of the shed right now when it's pouring rain, so it's like, you know, I can't have my videos be perfect, and I think that really bothered me. But at the same time, at first nobody seemed to notice, and I didn't really care. I just stopped making the videos, and nobody really said anything for a while, and then randomly, occasionally, somebody would say something, and they say, hey, what's up with the no videos, and it's been a few weeks, and what's going on, and I just told him, well, I'll get to it as soon as I can, and I never really gave an explanation. I said something briefly in Southern Oregon Retro Gamers, my group that I created, and it's not my group anymore, it is the People's Group, a bunch of badasses from Southern Oregon, just the best group in the entire world to be a part of. I had mentioned just briefly that, you know, I hadn't done videos for a while, and I don't remember what I said, but people were like, why? And I just told them that I had been depressed, and a few people reached out to me and really helped me feel better. One of those being my friend Kevin, and another one being Mike. You guys may know him as Levid the Retro Gamer. And a couple other buddies too, my buddy Jake and my friend Trent, and just a few other people just really kind of pushed me to consider doing videos again and to not let things keep me down. I've also been working a lot lately. I got a new job, and it's nothing glorious at all. I'm a janitor at a large medical clinic, and it is one of the most demanding jobs I've ever worked in my life. It's 7 o'clock at night till 3:30 in the morning, and it's also about 20 miles away from home, so I have, you know, quite a drive ahead of me every day to work and from work. It's about an hour drive, you know, round trip, so, you know, because it's not just the highway that's 20 minutes, I also have to go all the way through town, too. So anyways, it's just been really demanding. I've just had a lot on my plate. You know, depression sucks. I'm trying to fight that right now. I actually feel better, a lot better recently, and working 40-hour job is actually really helping with that. It feels good to accomplish it, and it also feels good to do a job that apparently not a lot of people can do. It's a really physically demanding job, and they have trouble keeping employees because of it, and because of the wonky hours. But I'm a late person, and it's doing me some good. I'm actually feeling healthier, and my attitude has improved a little bit. I do still have bad days with depression. Anyways, you guys probably didn't want to watch because of all that, but it's something I just kind of wanted to get off my chest. I know a lot of people suffer with depression, and it really does suck. So keep fighting the good fight, just keep up with it, and remember that even if you have a hard time reaching out to people like I do, you probably do have friends and family that do care, and listen to them. You know, listen to what they have to say. So thank you very much, friends of mine and family, and thank you very much for to the people of Southern Oregon Retro Gamers who have also been very incredibly supportive. Let's get to the pickups, because I have quite a few, and there's some really good ones here. Okay, first of all, there's some really, really old ones here. I just stopped doing videos, you know, so it's like, I actually have another batch of old pickups that I just want to show later on. It's going to be kind of a lost episode, because it's stuff that I just got randomly. I don't even remember where half of it came from. Some of it's from game stores, some of it's from friends, some of it's just really random little things. So I'm going to do that pickup video later. I decided to go with the really good one first, because I wanted to thank a few people also for some excellent trades that I got. First of all, somebody that I don't really know at all. He's the guy that ended up with my bass guitar when I moved. I decided to get rid of my bass guitar. I haven't played for years, and if I need another one, I will get one. You know, now I'm working a full-time job. I can if I need to, so that feels good to say, too. Because I'm finally making money. Feels way good to get back on track. But anyways, I traded my bass guitar to this guy that had a bunch of old retro games, and what I did was I sold, you know, a lot of them because they were doubles and stuff. He didn't want them, so I made some money off of that, and then just kept a few little things, including 2 TurboGrafx loose carts. Just crazy that he even had them, but they are just cheapos. But it's TV Sports Hockey. Pretty cool. I like hockey games, actually. Old retro hockey games, so that's pretty cool. Blades of Steel is actually probably my favorite sports game, unless you count, like, Oh, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! But, okay, and then another one, Victory Run, nothing special again, but hell, it's a freaking loose TurboGrafx game. You just never see these in the wild, and it was basically just pretty much a gift. I mean, he just threw a bunch of stuff at me, and I ended up trading up a bunch of it and selling a bunch of it, but I kept a few things. Earthworm Jim 2, which I did have briefly, but it went to somebody that needed it more than I do, so I ended up getting another copy for myself. It's just loose, but it's in great condition, and great game, too. I really need to get Earthworm Jim 2 on Super Nintendo. That's been a goal of mine forever. I have the first one boxed, but I don't have Earthworm Jim 2 on Super Nintendo, and I prefer Super Nintendo games over Genesis, just because. Okay, and the last thing I got from that guy, his name was Dave, I just remembered, was a Game Boy Color. And, you know, I considered trading this at first, but it actually has the battery back, and I don't have a Game Boy Color anymore. I used to have an atomic purple one a long, long time ago, and it ended up actually going, of all places, to a pawn shop. This was years and years ago. But yeah, it's got this little joystick button thing going on, and it's actually very comfortable. I was playing a game on it earlier today, actually, because I pulled it out and was just like, wow, this is pretty cool. So I played a game for like a half hour on it, and it was actually pretty comfortable, pretty fun, and it's in great shape. So there's one little ding on the actual system, but the screen is great, and yeah, Game Boy Color did not have that. At least didn't have that for a very long time. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so my buddy Charles, I was going to do one, but I think I'm going to go with the other one. My buddy Charles and his girlfriend, or wife actually, Debbie or Deborah, I can never remember if she goes by Debbie or Deborah, sorry about that, but really cool people. Charles is one of the nicest people I know, and he's going through a really rough time right now. I don't really want to say what's going on with him because that's not my business or anything to say, but I do want to say, if you're watching, Charles, condolences, man. Keep your chin up. You kick ass. You're a really good friend. Really awesome dude. Anyways, we did a trade. I went to Medford briefly, and I met up with him and his wife, and I actually ended up doing a trade with his wife also, and I cannot remember for the life of me what it was that she got from me, but I got Harvest Moon, Friends of Mineral Town, and it's something that I thought I would never play, never enjoy. It seemed too cutesy and like Farmville type thing, and I was just like, am I ever going to play this? And then I looked up reviews for it, and it's just like glowing reviews for Harvest Moon games, and people seem to be really devoted to the series, and so I ended up putting it in my Game Boy Advance, and yeah, spent hours on it. I actually just took this to work in my Game Boy Micro the other day and played it for a half hour, and man, it is a really fun game. I cannot believe I've never played the Harvest Moon games before, but they are really, really fun. But anyways, the original thing that I went to Charles to trade for was this Game Boy Advance SP-101 unit, charcoal gray and pretty close to immaculate. And when we first got together, he was like, yeah, there's just these like dings on the side, and I looked at the side and it looked like some paint had been chipped off. Well, I was cleaning the system at home, and that stuff like wiped off. I don't know what it was, but it was like kind of silver colored, which led me to believe that it was the underneath of the paint and that it had been chipped, but no, it was something like silver had gotten on it. And so I wiped it off, and bam, it is like perfect. This is beautiful. And on top of that, I had been given a box for a charcoal gray SP-101 not that long ago. And so, yeah, I got that. So I did have another one of these that I had gotten in Mexico that was in really rough shape, and that went to my buddy Trent, who is going to mod it into something, and that should be really cool. Maybe he'll do a video. That'd be awesome if he did a video, Trent. But anyways, Charles, thank you so much, and Deborah, thank you very much for Harvest Moon. Both of these just, oh, they're so awesome. I have used both so much. Anyways, again, I just wanted to say condolences to you guys, and keep your chin up. Things will get better. Okay, so enough of that. My buddy Richard did a trade with me. Actually, this is two trades. I'm going to show the newest trade first because the better games are the first trade. But this one was just kind of a small trade. But nonetheless, I'm kind of stoked on because I never get Wii games, and this one looks really cool. Alien Syndrome. First of all, I have Alien Syndrome, the old one, for Sega Master System, and I do have it for Nintendo. And fun game. I really do like it. But anyways, I'm reading the back of this, and one of the little things says, discover hundreds of weapons, armor types, and special abilities in the Shooter RPG. Shooter RPG? then I'm looking at the pictures and I'm like, oh my god, this looks amazing. So yeah, this looks rad. So Richard, thank you very much for Alien Syndrome. I can't remember what I traded. He got one Game Boy game called Raging Fighter with manual, and then he got something else. I can't remember exactly what. Anyways, the other thing I got from that trade was Trauma Center, New Blood on Wii. These are both complete, by the way. They had manual and everything. And yeah, believe it or not, Trauma Center. If you've never played this before, very, very fun, very addicting game. I don't want to say it's anything like Harvest Moon, but it's one of those games where you might think, that doesn't seem like my kind of game, and then you pop it in and play it and just find out that it is addicting as hell. I'm after the Trauma Center games. I have 3 of the 4 that I know of. I know there's 2 on DS, I have one of them, and then I now have both of them on Wii. There might be another one that I don't know of, but yeah, I need to get the other one for DS. That'd be awesome. So thank you for that trade, Richard. And oh, actually, part of that trade was also a Nightshade manual. I had just gotten this game, and he had a stack of random manuals that he didn't need, so bam, got that. Awesome. Okay, so the second trade actually involves more than these 2 games. He actually not only traded me, but he just kicked down a bunch of toys to me, and I'm going to show you guys that in a future video. I think I'm actually going to do a toy pickup video, which is something I promised to do a long time ago when I got back from Mexico. I still have toys that you guys never saw from a year ago, but, you know, maybe I can show them off if I can find them. I know where some of them are, but some are a little harder to find. But he ended up kicking me down a few toys, and I want to show you guys those separately. So for now, the rest of what Richard got me was Yoshi on NES. Nice, clean copy. Never actually played this game. I think this is a puzzle game, if I remember correctly. And really cool cover. I mean, just awesome Mario-themed, nice, colorful cover. And I have had this game probably 3 or 4 times, and I intend to keep this copy. My last copy, again, went to somebody that needed it more than I did, and it was complete in box, but that's okay. Rocket Knight Adventures, I don't mind loose carts on Sega Genesis at all. Sorry I'm stuttering so much. I guess I'm just not used to filming. It's been a long time. But anyways, Rocket Knight Adventures is a pretty fun platforming game, and I was just playing a game that has a rocket-like ability that is Sky Blazer. Earlier tonight I was playing that, and it made me actually want to play this, so I might pop this in tonight. So thank you very much for that, Richard. I will be showing off the rest of what you got me in a future episode. Hopefully a toy pickup episode, because I've gotten other toys as well. Okay, then my buddy Kevin, one of the people that's just super supportive of this channel and really helped me when I was kind of down, and just talked to me and got me to start posting in the group again, and just yeah, he just helped me out. He's usually a really sarcastic bastard, but he's awesome. He's an amazing friend, and this time he wasn't sarcastic. When he found out that I was depressed, he instantly said, you know, if you need to talk, let me know. You know, you should talk about video games and, you know, play some games, and you should definitely start doing videos. He has been definitely trying to push me to do that, so thank you very much for that, Kevin. And thank you for this awesome up trade that he offered me. This is even before the depression thing. This is like a month, probably a month and a half ago. I got Art Tonellico, Melody of Elemia from Kevin, and this is a special edition, which is really cool. It's got an art book, and it is complete, and it is pretty sweet. I think there's actually a soundtrack in here, too. I could be wrong, but yeah, this is really cool. I actually have not played this yet because it sits displayed on my shelf that you can't see up there, but it looks really good with a couple other things that I have displayed, and so I kind of forget that I have this, but I'm going to actually pop this in very soon, maybe even tonight. I intend to play some video games tonight. But he ended up getting Cliffhanger on NES, and the reason he offered me the uptrade is because, A, don't know if you guys have noticed, he brought it to my attention, Cliffhanger is really getting kind of uncommon. It seems like nobody runs into it and the price is jumping. So he was after a pretty hardcore, and I don't generally trade Nintendo games, and he knew I was after that, so he offered me an awesome uptrade. So thank you very much for that, Kevin, and thank you very much for supporting the channel. I really do appreciate that. Okay, there's only 2 more little stacks left, 2 more trades. First of all, Nintendo 13. If you've never watched his channel, his name is Rod. He's a really, really cool guy, and he gets amazing pickups. I mean, this guy always gets quality pickups. I actually miss his channel, and it's because I don't have a Wi-Fi adapter right now. It broke on my computer, so I've been doing everything on my phone, and I don't enjoy watching videos on a phone, so I've actually been behind on YouTube by probably 2 weeks now, and that really sucks. So that actually also hasn't helped me getting a video out, but I think I'm going to try to upload this through a laptop and see how that goes. Anyways, Rod knew that I had an extra copy of Earthbound that I had been holding on to for a very, very long time. I guess just waiting for the right trade. And he got a hold of me through email, actually, because he doesn't Facebook. And actually, he didn't get a hold of me. Roaming Dan got a hold of me. If you don't know who Roaming Dan is, he's another YouTuber that kicks ass from Canada, and I consider him a really good friend. He's awesome, and that's who I did another trade with. But anyways, Roaming Dan got a hold of me and said, hey, Nintendo 13 is really interested in that Earthbound, and he wants you to hit him up through email. So I did, and he started sending me emails with pictures of stuff that he had extras of, or just lists of stuff that he had extras of, and at first nothing really caught my eye, until he offered me something that he had actually just gotten. He wanted Earthbound so bad that he offered me this game that he had just gotten and worked kind of hard for. I think he ended up buying the manual separate or something like that, or maybe he got another copy, I can't remember, but he had just gotten this not too long ago, and I was surprised he offered it for trade, and it is no joke one of my most wanted PlayStation games of all time. This, if not my most wanted PlayStation game of all time, and it's the long box version, and it's complete, so I was pretty stoked on that, and then I started really thinking about what he had, and I was like, alright, maybe we can work out a deal. So he ended up getting Earthbound, and he sent me this note, and it's on the back of a priority cardboard thing. It just says, Joel, thank you so much. I can't tell you how happy I am to get this game back. Keep up the great work, and thanks again for everything, Rod, Nintendo 13. You are quite welcome, sir. Very glad to help out. I'm glad somebody that deserved that game actually is going to hold on to it and play it, because Earthbound to me is a very, very good game and just needs to be played by a lot of people. And be sure to play it all the way through. It's a really good game all the way through. Okay, so what I got, first of all, there was also cash in this deal. I got $25, 3 games. One of the games had a manual. Okay, so first of all, I got Power Punch 2. I have been after this for a very long time, and I know it's not the greatest game, and not a lot of people even know that this game exists, it seems like, but this is kind of sort of the sequel to Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, except for you're Mike Tyson and you're like fighting space aliens and the controls are bad, but it's kind of entertaining and it's just really quirky, and it's something that you don't see in everybody's collection. The price has been going up too, and on top of that I got the manual, and it's in like brand new condition, so this was pretty cool. I have been after this for a while. There was a box copy that I passed up recently at GameStar. I don't want to say recently, it was probably a few months ago, but I believe Kevin ended up with that, and he kind of laughed about it. He was like, I can't believe you passed up on it. And I was like, yeah, I don't know why I did that. But anyways, something else that involves Kevin. I traded Kevin a copy of Rockin' Cats not long ago for, let's see, Power Blade, and I believe it was 1943. And guess what I ended up getting back from Rod? Rockin' Cats. So it's not as in good condition as the one that I traded Kevin, but yeah, it's got a little bit of water damage on it, but hell, it's still Rockin' Cats. This is a freaking hard game to find, and pretty fun. Pretty not bad. The only reason I got rid of the copy I had was because Power Blade was offered to me, and Power Blade is something I've been after for a long, long time. And yeah, I had never even seen a physical copy of Power Blade. And this is the second copy of Rockin' Cats I've seen, so I guess I made the right choice. Okay, so this last game that I got from Rod, he's thanking me for Earthbound profusely. He's thanked me a few times. I want to thank you personally. On film, Rod, thank you so much for this. This is no joke. My most wanted. Oh, kitty. Oh, the kitty's gonna screw with the camera. What a crappy cat. Okay, so anyways, my most wanted game on PlayStation, and to get the long box version of it, pretty freaking crazy. I did not think I was going to be scoring this at any time. Check this out, kitty. Check that out. We've got DISCWORLD on PlayStation, and this is incredible. I never expected to get the long box version of it. It is complete in box. It's in very nice shape on the inside. The outside is a little bit worn, just at the top, but I mean, you know, and here, but it's like, when do you ever find long box again? So I'm very, very happy to get that. Both of my cats are being completely mischievous right now and coming up to me as I'm filming. So anyways, thank you again, Rod. Go check out Nintendo 13's channel if you want to check out awesome pickups. Really good channel. Nice guy. Speaking of nice guys, I got the last trade for you. Amazing, amazing trade. It was hard to decide which one to do last, but another game that I've been after for quite a while. I can't believe it. Now the other cat is right next to the camera, and he is affecting it. So if the camera's moving, that is cheese. Ah, cheese. Well, folks, I guess my newest video is completely improvised. Okay, so, you can help me out with this one, Cheese? Okay, so this one, speaking of nice guys, one of the greatest, Roaming Dan, awesome channel. Dude's from Canada, feel so bad for him. His prices suck so bad up there. And shipping up there, I mean, my prices suck to ship to him, but for him to ship to me is so expensive, and it really just sucks for him. So I'm going to be sending him a care package, hopefully soon, because he actually included a bunch of extra stuff with this. He sent me a note as well. And it says, "What's up, Joel? Here's your trade package with some extras that I hope you'll like. There's also one game that is a joke, but since I have one in almost all my videos, I had to share the wealth. Hope all is settled in your new place and that we can see a game room tour video in the future. Have a nice day, Dan." You know what? I was thinking about doing a room tour very soon. I'm always worried about how it's going to turn out, and you know what? Screw it. You guys are asking for videos. I'm just going to do it. We'll see how it comes out. Enough people have been asking for videos. I'm just going to try to start pumping them out. Dan, thank you very much for this trade. This is freaking awesome. Some of the stuff he just threw in, such as this first game, Spectral Force Genesis. I had expressed interest in it, and he just threw it in. And it's pretty interesting. It's kind of like a tactical RPG, but there's some differences to it, and it's a lot like stylus control, so I don't know how much I'm going to actually play this one, but I love complete-in-box DS RPGs. Like, even if I don't intend to play them, it is like one of my favorite things to get, so hell yeah, thank you very much for that. And another one that he said he didn't like because it was completely stylus-driven. If I know a game is completely stylus-driven to begin with, then I might be able to handle it. It's when you mix the two, regular controls and then having to grab the stylus real quick. One of the DS Castlevanias is like that. I want to say Portrait of Ruin, where you have to draw the spells, so you have to like whip out the stylus real quick. I'm not into that, but if it's completely stylus driven, like 999, then I can live with it. Anyways, Nights in the Nightmare for DS, complete in box. The other one was complete as well, and this one was part of the trade actually. So thank you very much for that. And then the joke game that he just threw in, you know, he may laugh at this and he may think this is a joke, but no joke. Thank you very much for this, Dan, for a good reason. World Series Baseball 2K1. Now, I'm not keeping this, but I have a buddy that loves Dreamcast games, and I literally just asked him an hour ago if he needs this game, and he said he did. So this is going to my buddy Trent. I will re-gift, and, you know, that's the way game trading goes. That's the way game chasing goes, I should say. But, yeah, thanks for that, Dan. It's awesome. You may think it's a joke, but you just helped somebody's collection, so that's really awesome. But the other Dreamcast game I got from him, I am legitimately excited about, and that is Gauntlet Legends. My copy on PlayStation, the manual's a little rough, and I think there's more stuff in this version. Pretty sure there is. And then I also have the one on N64 as well, which I never played my N64, so I think this is going to be my go-to version. Plus, my Dreamcast is so quick and easy to hook up. So thank you for that. And then I think he just threw this in also, and that is RPG Maker for PlayStation. I had this years and years ago and traded it to somebody or traded it in a store. I don't remember. But, you know, it takes like 200 hours to make your own game. I don't know how much I'm honestly going to try to make my own game, but, you know, it is really cool to have. It's kind of a piece of my history. This is like nostalgia for me, just even seeing this cover. I haven't seen this in so long. But you never know. One day I might actually try to make my own RPG. That's kind of a dream of mine, but probably not through that medium. Okay, last game I have for you guys. Definitely the best of the pile. I don't know. Questionable with Discworld. Really questionable if it is or not. To me, it is. To me, getting a complete-in-box Sega CD game, especially an RPG, is a big deal. A very big deal. And it being a working designs game, the first LUNAR, Silver Star, yeah. Yes. This is complete in box, in great shape, and it's a different variant of CD than I have. I had a disc only of this, and was going to trade or sell that. I might still, but now I kind of like having the two disc variants. It's in pretty good shape. There are a couple dings on the side that I kind of straightened out a little bit. Probably hard to see on camera, but it doesn't matter. I am So ecstatically happy to get this game and Discworld. These two are just, you never find Sega CD games complete in box, and you never find long box games, you know, in really good condition and complete in box, it seems like. At least I don't. And when I do, it's usually just cheapos. Sports games or, you know, some cheapo shovelware title. This is amazing to get. So I am really stoked on this pickup. I'm really stoked to actually do a video again. Thank you guys for listening to all my woes and problems. I know this has been a long video. I know two cats interrupted it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it though. Thank you very much to everybody that supports the channel. You guys kick ass. I will be doing more videos. I can't promise more than one a week because my job is just too demanding. But I can promise that I am going to start putting out videos again. I already have a few ideas, and I do have to do a toy pickup because I have several toys to show off that I've gotten recently, and maybe some old ones as well. So keep an eye out for that. Lots coming to this channel, just maybe a little bit slower than it used to be, but I'm back in business. So thank you guys very, very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thanks for listening to me rant and ramble. You guys kick ass. Keep rocking the retro games.